As we get older,
The top
many
5
people start to notice
vitamins that
their bones
help
don't feel the way they
rebuild
used to.
bone density.
It might show up as
As
a
we
dull,
get
deep
older,
ache in the
many
spine, the
people
hips, or the
notice their
ribs.
bones
For some,
becoming
it's a
weaker
gradual
and more
forward curve in the
fragile.
posture,
This can
as the
feel
spine
like a
slowly
dull,
begins to
deep
compress under
bone
its own
ache,
weight.
especially in the
Important.
spine,
What's
the
actually
hips or
happening
the
underneath these
ribs,
symptoms is
or
that
a
your
hunched
bone-building
forward
cells, the
posture
cells
as your
responsible for
spine
depositing
starts
minerals
to
and protein into your
compress.
skeleton
This
to keep it
usually
strong,
means
are
that your
slowing down.
bone-building
Over time,
cells are
this can lead
slowing
to a
down.
condition commonly known as osteopenia.
These
or
are
in
the
more advanced
cells
cases,
that are supposed to put
osteoporosis.
minerals and
Here's the encouraging
protein
part.
into your bones to
Surprisingly,
keep them
research
strong.
suggests that with the right
Brittle
combination
or
of nutrients,
weakened
it's
bones
possible
is
to help
commonly
support and
referred
reactivate
to
those
as
bone-building cells,
osteopenia or
improving your body's ability to absorb
osteoporosis.
the minerals
In
and
this
proteins it
video,
needs for
I'll be
strength
giving
and
you a
stability.
masterclass
In this
on
video, we're
nutritional
going to walk through 5
supplements,
nutrients that
vitamins, and
experts often
foods
discuss in
that can
relation to
help
bone
to
health,
switch
why
your
each one matters
bone-building
specifically as we
cells
age,
back
and
on.
the everyday
Your
foods and
bones will
lifestyle
be
habits that
better
work
able
alongside
to
them.
absorb more
Let's start with
minerals and
understanding why this happens
proteins
in the
for
first place.
strength and
Why bones
stability.
weaken as we age. Before we get
As
into
we
the nutrients
age,
themselves,
stomach
it helps
acid
to
becomes
understand what's
weaker
changing
and
inside the body.
digestion slows
As we age,
down,
stomach
making it
acid
harder
naturally
for the
becomes
body
weaker,
to
and
absorb
digestion slows
calcium,
down. This
magnesium,
makes it considerably
phosphorus,
harder for
and
the body to
collagen.
absorb
These are the
calcium,
raw
magnesium,
materials that are
phosphorus,
needed to
and
keep
collagen,
your
the
bones
essential raw
strong and
materials needed to
healthy.
keep bones
Essential
strong and resilient.
hormones also
Important.
tend to
At the
drop,
same time,
like
key hormones
estrogen
like
and
estrogen and testosterone
testosterone,
tend to
especially
decline,
in women
particularly in
leading
women
up to
approaching and going
menopause.
through menopause.
So bones
These hormones
gradually
play a
start
direct
to
role in
lose their
signaling bone-building
density
cells to
and
stay
become
active.
more likely
As
to
hormone levels
fracture.
drop,
So
bones can
this is
gradually
why the
lose density
first
and become more
nutritional
prone to fracture.
supplement today is a
This
natural
combination,
form of
reduced absorption
calcium.
plus declining hormones,
MCHA
is essentially
is
the perfect
considered
storm for
one of
bone
the
loss.
most
The
absorbable
good news is
forms
that
of
each part of this
calcium
equation
for
can be supported
strengthening and
nutritionally.
mineralizing
Let's go through the
bones.
5
A
nutrients that
common
matter most.
dose is 500
Nutrient 1,
milligrams
a highly
of
absorbable
calcium
form of calcium. When most
hydroxyapatite
people think
twice
about
per
bone
day,
health, calcium
taken with
is usually the
food.
first thing that comes to mind,
Unlike the very
and for good
commonly
reason.
used
But here's what
calcium
most people don't know.
carbonate supplements,
Surprising.
which are made from
Not all calcium
limestone and
supplements are
chalk
created equal.
and are poorly
The most commonly
absorbed,
sold
this
form, calcium
MCHA
carbonate,
form
is derived
is
from limestone and
derived
chalk,
from
and
animal
research has
bones,
shown it tends to be
so
poorly
it
absorbed by
provides
the body,
calcium in
particularly
the
as
same
digestion
crystal
slows
form
with
that's
age.
found in
A
human
form
bones.
called microcrystalline
More
hydroxyapatite,
importantly, it
often
also
abbreviated
naturally
MCHA, is
contains
considered by many
phosphorus and
nutrition
trace
researchers to be
minerals,
one of the more
which help to
absorbable forms of
integrate
calcium
these
for supporting
minerals
bone strength.
directly into
This
your
is because
own bone
MCHA is derived from
matrix.
bone tissue
The
itself,
next
meaning
mineral
it
that
provides
human
calcium in a
bones
crystal structure very
absolutely
similar to
need
what's
is
naturally found in human
magnesium.
bone.
Did you know that
Important.
around
Another
60%
advantage is
of
that this
all the
form naturally
magnesium
contains
in the
phosphorus
human
and trace
body
minerals
is
alongside the
stored
calcium,
inside living
nutrients that
bone
work together
tissue?
to help integrate
Many
minerals
people with
directly into the bone matrix,
osteoporosis or
rather than
brittle
calcium being
bones
absorbed
are
in
often
isolation.
found to be
If you're
deficient in
considering a calcium
magnesium.
supplement,
A
this is a
common
conversation
dose
worth
is
having with your
between
doctor,
300 to
including which form
400
may be appropriate
milligrams
for your
of
specific
elemental
needs and how it should
magnesium
be taken
from the
alongside
form
meals.
called magnesium
Nutrient 2,
glycinate per day.
magnesium,
This
the
is
overlooked
usually
bone mineral.
split into 2
Here's a
doses,
statistic that
half
surprises
of
a
it
lot of
in the
people.
morning and then
Surprising.
half of it before
Approximately
bed.
60%
Magnesium
of all the magnesium
glycinate
in the
is one
human
of the
body is stored
easiest
directly
forms
inside
to
bone tissue.
absorb, and it
Despite
helps
this,
to
magnesium is
transport
one of the
and
most commonly
bind
overlooked
calcium
nutrients when
into
people
the
think about
bones
bone health.
to help
Most of
harden
the
them,
attention tends
while
to go to
also
calcium alone.
preventing calcium
Research has
from
found that
building
many
up
people with
inside the
osteoporosis or
arteries
reduced
where
bone
it doesn't
density are also
belong.
found to be
This
deficient in
form
magnesium.
is also
This
commonly
matters because
used to
magnesium
reduce
plays a
bone
direct role in
pain,
helping
muscle
bind calcium
tension,
into the bone
and
matrix,
insomnia.
essentially
If
helping
you're
calcium
finding
go
this
where it's actually
information
needed.
useful, please
Important.
drop me
And
a
here's
comment
something
down
equally
below.
important.
I love to hear
Adequate
from you.
magnesium also appears
Next,
to
we
help
need to
prevent
talk
calcium from
about
accumulating in
betaine
places it shouldn't be,
hydrochloride
such
and
as
your
inside artery
stomach.
walls,
As the
which
human
is a
body
separate but related
ages,
health concern
our
as we
stomach
age.
acids
A
tend to
form called
become
magnesium
weaker and
glycinate is
more
often discussed as
alkaline.
one of the more
This
easily
makes it
absorbed and
much
gentle
more
forms
difficult
available,
to
and some
absorb
people find it's
minerals
also
like
associated with
calcium,
reduced muscle
magnesium,
tension
and
and improved
protein.
sleep quality,
So the
both of which
bones,
matter
the
for bone
joints,
health,
and the
as we'll
muscles
cover shortly.
start to weaken
As always,
and
the
become
right
more
form and amount
fragile.
of magnesium
Low
should be
stomach
discussed with your
acid
healthcare
is a
provider,
common
particularly
underlying
if you take
cause of
other medications.
heartburn,
Nutrient
reflux,
3,
and bloating.
supporting stomach
People
acid for
who
better
have taken
absorption. This next
antacids or
piece often gets
acid-blocking
overlooked entirely,
medication for
but it may be
years
one of the
are
most
also
important
much
factors
more prone to bone loss. So
Surprising,
what to
as the
do?
body ages,
Well,
stomach
simply
acid naturally
taking
becomes weaker and more
650
alkaline.
milligrams of
This single
betaine
change makes it significantly
hydrochloride
more
with
difficult to
meals
absorb
can help
calcium,
to restore
magnesium,
stomach
and protein
acid
from food,
strength and
even if you're eating
pH,
all the right
so
things.
that your body
Low
is
stomach
better
acid is
able
also a
to
common
absorb
underlying
these
contributor to
bone
symptoms many
strengthening
people
minerals.
associate with the opposite
You may
problem:
gradually
heartburn,
add an
reflux,
extra
and bloating.
capsule every
This
few
is one of the more
days
counterintuitive
until you
aspects of
feel a
digestive
mild
health as we age.
digestive warmth.
It's
This
also
is a
worth noting that
sign that
long-term
you've
use of
reached your
antacids or
tolerance
acid-blocking
and you can
medications has
slightly
been
reduce
associated
it.
with increased risk of bone
Restoring
loss in
pH
research,
with this
since these
also
medications
helps
further
the
reduce the
liver
stomach's
release
ability to break
bile,
down and
which
absorb essential
supports
minerals.
hormone
A
balance as
compound
well.
called betaine hydrochloride is
Note,
sometimes used
betaine
under medical
hydrochloride
guidance
should
to help
not be
support
used
stomach
if
acid
you have
strength during
active
meals,
ulcers
which may
or
improve the body's
gastritis.
ability to absorb
So far,
bone-supporting
we've
nutrients.
talked about minerals,
Important, an
but
important
they
safety
also
note,
need a
betaine hydrochloride
framework
is
to
not appropriate
attach
for
to,
everyone,
and this is
particularly
where
those with active
collagen
ulcers or
peptides
gastritis,
number
and
4
should only be
comes
used
in.
under the guidance of a
Around
qualified
20%
healthcare
of your
provider.
bones are actually
Nutrient
made
4,
of
collagen, the
This
scaffolding of
is
your
a
bones.
living
So far,
structural
we've talked about
protein
minerals,
that acts
but
like a
minerals need something to attach
scaffolding
to.
for the
This is where
calcium
collagen
and the
comes in.
phosphorus to hold
Important,
on
here's
to.
something that
But
surprises
as
a lot of
hormone
people.
levels drop with
Approximately
age,
20% of bone
collagen
tissue is actually
production
made of
also
collagen, a structural
gradually
protein that
reduces.
functions like
However,
scaffolding,
you can
giving calcium
easily
and phosphorus
increase
something to
your
hold onto
collagen
and build around.
intake, however,
As
by
hormone levels
adding
decline
1
with
to 2
age, the
scoops
body's natural
of
collagen
bovine
production gradually slows
hydrolyzed
down as well,
collagen powder
which means the
to your
scaffolding
morning
itself can become
coffee
less
or a
robust,
glass of
even
water.
when mineral
This
intake is
powder
adequate.
provides
Many people choose to
bioactive
support their collagen intake
peptides
through
that
hydrolyzed collagen
support your
peptides, a powder
bone-building
that can easily
cells.
be added to
Clinical
coffee,
studies
water, or a
show
smoothie.
improvements in
Studies have
bone
found that
turnover
collagen peptide
markers
supplementation,
and bone
when used in
density,
combination
and
with adequate
also
calcium and
reduced
vitamin D,
fracture
has
risk
been
when
associated
they're
with
used
improvements in
in
markers of bone
combination
turnover,
with
bone
calcium
density,
and vitamin
and in
D.
some research,
By the
reduced
way,
fracture
I'm
risk
also
over time.
currently putting
Beyond
together some
supplements, there are
useful
also excellent food
guidebooks
sources of
designed to
collagen
help
that we'll cover in the
rebuild
lifestyle section
collagen
coming
and
up.
also other
Nutrient
protocols
5,
to
vitamin
naturally
D3 and vitamin
overcome
K2
many
working
different
together. Our
age-related
fifth and final
problems.
nutrient
I will
is actually
share
a
a link to
combination of
these
two
down
vitamins that
below
work as a
if you'd
team,
like to read my
vitamin
books.
D3 and vitamin K2.
Now, number
Important,
5 is a
vitamin D is technically a
combination
hormone
of
that your body
vitamin
produces when skin is
D3 and
exposed to sunlight.
K2. Vitamin
Beyond its
D
well-known
is a
role in calcium
hormone that your
absorption,
body
research
makes
suggests
when your
vitamin D
skin
also
is
has natural
exposed to
anti-inflammatory
sunshine and
properties throughout the
UV.
body.
This is
Its primary
naturally
job in this context is helping the
anti-inflammatory
body
and
absorb
it
calcium
helps your
from food
body
into the bloodstream.
absorb
But
calcium
here's where it
into
gets
your
interesting.
blood. Vitamin
Calcium in the bloodstream
K2 is
still
a
needs
more
to be directed to the
recently
right place.
discovered
And
nutrient
this is where vitamin
which helps
K2
to
comes in.
drive that
Vitamin
calcium
K2 is a more
directly
recently
into
studied
the
nutrient that helps
bones
guide
with the
calcium
help
out of
of
the bloodstream and into
magnesium
the
that we
bones,
previously
working
talked
alongside the
about.
magnesium we
So
discussed
you
earlier.
can see that these
Surprising,
nutrients
this
all
is a
work
great example
together
of how
in
these nutrients
combination.
don't work in
Many
isolation.
people use
They
around
function as an interconnected
10,000
system.
international
Calcium
units of
without
vitamin
K2 may not reach the
D3
bones
in the
effectively.
morning with
Magnesium without
between
calcium has
100 to
nothing to help
200
bind.
micrograms
Each piece
of
depends on
vitamin
the others.
K2 in the
Many
form
practitioners
called
specifically recommend a form
MK7.
of K2 called
Oh, by the
negative
way,
7 allowing quatrains
10,000
for its longer
IUs
activity
is
in the body.
equal to roughly
As always,
20 to
appropriate
30
dosing of
minutes
vitamin
of
D3
full
and
body
K2 should
sun
be determined with
exposure
your doctor,
midday, so
ideally
it's
based
not
on a
as
blood
much
test
as
showing
it
your current
sounds.
vitamin D levels.
I also
This
wanted
needs
to
vary
add
significantly
one
from person to
optional
person.
supplement here
Bonus
called
nutrient,
boron.
There's one
Boron
additional
is a
trace mineral
trace
worth
mineral
mentioning.
found in
Boron, found
avocados,
naturally in
almonds,
foods like
and
avocados,
hazelnuts,
almonds,
which
and
helps
hazelnuts.
to lower inflammation
Research
and
suggests
pain
boron
in
may
the
help
body
lower
by
inflammation and discomfort
improving
in
the
the body by
action
improving
of
how
vitamin
effectively
D.
vitamin D
It has
functions.
the benefit
It's also
of
been studied for its
supporting
potential role
healthier
in supporting
estrogen
healthier
and
estrogen and
testosterone levels
in
in
aging men and
aging
women,
men
and in
and women,
supporting normal
and it
bone
also
remodeling
supports
alongside
normal
calcium and
bone
phosphorus.
remodeling
One
alongside
important note if you
calcium
ever
and
consider a boron
phosphorus.
supplement.
The standard
Quality
amount
matters
of this
significantly
is
here.
between 3
Forms
to
like
6
boric
milligrams
acid,
of boron
or sodium borate are not
glycinate per
appropriate for
day.
supplementation
A
and
very
should be
important
avoided.
note here,
Any decision to
avoid
supplement with boron
borax,
should go through your
boric
doctor.
acid,
How these
sodium
5 nutrients
borate,
work
or
together.
disodium
Let's take a moment to
tetraborate
recap how all
supplements,
5 of these
as
pieces fit
these
together,
forms are
because
very
understanding the
poor
full picture
quality.
makes this much
So there
easier
you
to
have
apply.
my
A
favorite
highly
nutritional
absorbable form of
supplements
calcium
for
provides
bone
the
health.
fundamental building
Here's a
block
quick
for bone tissue.
recap on how they all
Magnesium
work
helps that
together
calcium
in
properly bind into
combination.
the existing bone
crystal
matrix.
form of
Supporting
calcium
healthy
is a
stomach
building
acid
block
improves
for
your body's
strong
overall
bone
ability to
tissue.
absorb these
Magnesium
bone-building
helps
nutrients in the first
calcium
place.
to bind with
Collagen
your
provides the
existing
structural
bone
scaffolding that minerals
matrix.
attach to.
Betaine
And vitamin
hydrochloride
D3
helps
paired with
improve
K2
stomach
helps usher
acid
calcium out of the
strength and
bloodstream
bile
directly
flow,
into the bones
so your
where it
body
belongs.
is able to
It's worth
absorb
remembering,
bone-building
supplements are
nutrients.
designed to assist your
Collagen
body's natural
peptides
processes,
provide the
not to replace
protein
medical
used to
treatment.
help
Any
rebuild
supplement
bone
plan should always be
scaffolding.
discussed with your
Vitamin
doctor,
D3 and
particularly given how they may
K2 can
interact
help
with
a
existing
person absorb
medications or health
calcium
conditions.
and channel
Now
it
let's
into the
turn to the
bones
lifestyle
from the
side of this
blood,
equation,
and boron
because
is an
nutrition and
optional
supplements are only
booster
part
to
of the
help
picture,
with hormone
are only
balance
part of the picture.
and to help all of the
Lifestyle
other
step 1.
nutrients
Reduce
work
inflammation
as
through food.
intended.
When there's too
Do
much
remember,
inflammation in the body,
supplements
bone
are
pain is
not
often one of the results.
medications. They are
So the
designed to
first lifestyle
assist,
step
not
focuses
to
on calming that
medicate.
inflammation
So
through everyday
now
food choices.
we will be looking at the important
Foods like
lifestyle
ginger, turmeric,
changes that
extra
you can
virgin
make
olive
to
oil,
actually
raw
help
garlic, berries,
rebuild the
oily fish,
bones.
and dark leafy
When
green
there is
vegetables have
too
all been
much
studied for their
inflammation in the
anti-inflammatory
body or
properties.
the bones,
Building a habit
pain
of
is
including a mix
often
of
the
these foods
result.
daily doesn't
So
just
we
help
will
with comfort.
start this simple
Research suggests these
protocol
foods
by
may also
helping
help
to
slow the
reduce that
activity of
inflammation.
osteoclasts, the
Begin to
specialized
add
cells
more
responsible for breaking down
anti-inflammatory
old bone
foods
tissue.
and spices
For
to your
more targeted
diet,
support,
like
some people
ginger,
choose
turmeric,
concentrated curcumin
extra virgin
supplements,
olive
the
oil,
active compound
raw
found in
garlic,
turmeric. Though this is
berries,
another area worth
oily
discussing
fish,
with your healthcare
and
provider
dark
given
leafy
potential
green
interactions
vegetables.
with blood-thinning
Make a
medications.
habit of adding a
Lifestyle step
mixture
2,
of these
eat
into your
collagen-rich
diet
foods.
on a daily
Beyond
basis.
supplements, there are
These
excellent
often
natural
help
food
to
sources of
minimize
collagen worth
pain,
incorporating
but they
regularly.
also slow
Bone
down
broth,
the
beef
cells
gelatin,
that
slow
break
stewed
down
meats
your
cooked on the
bones,
bone with
called
cartilage and connective tissue,
osteoclasts.
chicken skin, fish
Tip:
skin,
for
beef
more
tendons,
targeted
oxtail,
pain relief,
pork rind, and bone
concentrated
marrow are among the richest
curcumin
natural sources
supplements are
available.
often used.
Surprisingly,
It's
many people
also
avoid
a
these
good
foods out of
idea
concern
to
about
eat more
cholesterol.
foods
But
that
it's
are
worth
naturally
understanding that
rich in
cholesterol from whole food
collagen,
sources is
as
actually
this is
used
the
by the body as a
protein
building
that
block for
holds your
estrogen,
bones together.
testosterone,
Bone
and other
broth,
hormones essential
beef
for bone repair.
gelatin, slowly
This doesn't
stewed
mean
meats on the
unlimited consumption
bone
is
with
appropriate for
cartilage
everyone,
and knuckle
but it's a
joints,
helpful piece
as
of
well as
context when
chicken
thinking about
skin,
these traditional,
fish skin,
nutrient-dense
beef
foods.
tendons,
Lifestyle
oxtail,
step 3,
pork rinds,
prioritize
and
deep,
bone marrow
restorative
are the
sleep.
best sources.
Here's something many
And
people don't
also,
connect
try
to bone
not to
health at
worry
all:
about
sleep.
the cholesterol
Important.
in these
Bone
foods,
repair and
as
remodeling
it's
happens
used by the
predominantly
body
during
to
deep
help
sleep,
build
when growth hormone
estrogen,
levels naturally
testosterone,
rise.
and other
This makes
hormones
consistent,
needed for bone
quality sleep
repair.
one of the most
And then
underrated
there's
tools
sleep.
for supporting
Did
bone
you know your
density.
bones are actually
Aiming for at least
rebuilt
7
and
hours of
repaired
restorative sleep
mostly
each night gives
whilst
the
you're
body the window it
sleeping
needs to carry
as
out this repair
growth
process.
hormone rises?
The magnesium we
So make
discussed
sure that
earlier
you're
is
getting
often
at least
associated with
7
improved
hours of
relaxation
deep
and sleep
restorative
quality,
sleep
which may
each
offer a
night.
secondary
The
benefit beyond
magnesium
its direct role in
supplements
bone
discussed
mineralization.
earlier can
Lifestyle
often
step
help
4,
to relax the
weight-bearing
body
movement.
for better sleep.
Bones
But
respond
if you
directly
still
to physical
struggle with
stress in a
it,
positive
watch
way.
my video
This is one of
called
the most
Stop
well-established
Waking Up at
principles in
3
bone health
a.m.
research.
to learn more about
Important.
how to fix
Walking
it.
for at least
I
20 minutes a
also
day,
suggest that
taking
you
the stairs
start
when
doing
possible,
more
and other forms of
weight-bearing
light,
exercise.
weight-bearing movement helps stimulate
Walking
bone
for at least
remodeling,
20 minutes a
particularly in the
day,
hips and spine,
climbing
2 of the areas
upstairs
most
when you
commonly
can,
affected by
and
bone
light
density loss.
impact
Carrying light
stimulates
weights during
bone
walks,
remodeling,
or simple resistance
especially
training,
in the
can further
hips and the
signal bone
spine.
repair cells to
Also,
stay active.
carrying weights
Some
and
people also use
backpacking
vibration
can
plates,
help to
simple
signal
devices you
those
stand
bone
on for short
repair
periods,
cells. There are
which some
also
research suggests may help
vibration
stimulate
plates
bone activity
available.
and improve
These are
balance,
simple
an added
devices
benefit
that you
for fall
just
prevention.
stand on at
Lifestyle
home
step
for about
5,
20 minutes
support
a day.
digestion and
What they
hydration.
do is they
Even with the
vibrate
best
your
nutrition
bones
plan, none of it
gently,
matters if
which
your
may
body
help
can't
to
properly
stimulate
digest and
bone
absorb what
repair
you're eating.
and improve
If you currently
balance.
use antacids
It's
or
also very
acid-blocking medications
important that you are
long-term, this is worth a
digesting
conversation
and
with your doctor or a
absorbing the raw
functional medicine
materials
practitioner about
that are
whether
needed to
tapering may be appropriate
rebuild
for
your
you
bones.
and what alternatives,
So for step
such as the butene
2, we
hydrochloride
will
approach
briefly
mentioned earlier,
focus on
or simply
improving
diluted apple cider
digestion.
vinegar before meals.
Speak to a
Might be
doctor
worth
of
exploring
functional
under
medicine
guidance.
about
Important.
potentially
Hydration
tapering
timing
off
also matters more than most
antacids or
people
acid
realize.
blockers, and
Aiming for roughly
instead
1.5
try the
liters of
betaine
plain water throughout the day
hydrochloride
supports
remedy
nutrient
mentioned
transport to the
earlier,
bones.
or
But
even
drinking
some
large
apple
amounts of
cider
fluid directly
vinegar
with
in
meals can
water
dilute
before
stomach
each
acid and
meal.
impair digestion.
These help to
Another
naturally
about 30
restore
minutes
the
after eating before
pH
drinking
balance
larger
of the
amounts of water
stomach
gives
so
your
that you
stomach
can
time to
absorb
properly
more
process protein and
bone-strengthening
minerals,
vitamins,
including healthy
minerals, and
saturated fats,
proteins.
such
It's
as
also
grass-fed butter,
very
egg yolks,
important that you
and coconut
time
oil
your
also
water
plays a role here,
correctly.
as
I
these fats help
suggest
stimulate
drinking
blood
at least
flow, which
1.5
supports the
litres of
absorption of
plain
fat-soluble
water
vitamins
throughout
A,
the
D,
day
E,
to
and
help
K2, all of
nutrients
which are
travel
essential for
to the
bone-building
bones,
cells to
but
function
try
properly.
not to drink a
What to
large
avoid:
amount when you're
bone-depleting
eating.
habits.
Allow
Finally, let's
30
cover some
minutes
common
after
habits and
food
substances that
to
research has
allow
linked to
your
bone
stomach
loss
to
over time,
digest the
so you know what
foods
to be
more
mindful
fully,
of.
especially
Warning,
protein.
long-term, regular
Make
use
sure
of
that you are
antacids can
also
interfere with calcium
including
and
some
magnesium
saturated
absorption.
fats in
Cola
your
drinks
diet.
contain phosphoric
Grass-fed
acid,
butter,
which in high
red
amounts has
meat,
been
egg
associated with
yolks, and
calcium
raw
loss from
coconut
bone
oil,
tissue.
for example,
Chronic
can
stress
help to
raises
stimulate
cortisol, a
bile
hormone that,
flow
over years,
so that you
slowly
can actually
contributes to bone
absorb
breakdown.
more vitamin A,
Excessive
D,
synthetic
E,
vitamin A,
K, and
sometimes found in
K2,
very
which are all
high-dose fish oil
essential for
supplements,
bone
has been
building
associated with
cells.
slower
And
bone
finally,
remodeling
let's
in
talk
research.
about some
Soy
bone
protein
destroying
isolate,
things
commonly
that
found
you
in
should
protein
try
bars
to
and processed
remove
snack
from your
bars, may
lifestyle.
interfere with
So
hormone balance
again,
for some individuals.
antacids can block
Smoking and
calcium
vaping
and
deplete vitamin C
magnesium
levels,
absorption when
which
you're
can raise
using them
inflammation throughout
regularly.
the body.
Cola drinks
A
have
diet consistently high
phosphoric
in refined
acid, which
carbohydrates
can
has been
leach
linked to
calcium
insulin
from the
resistance,
bones in
weight
high
gain,
amounts.
and bone
Chronic
loss.
stress
And a
can raise
sedentary lifestyle,
cortisol, which
without
is a
regular weight-bearing
catabolic
movement,
hormone that
simply doesn't
breaks
give bones the
bone down
mechanical
very, very
stimulation they need to
slowly
stay
over
strong.
the years.
Patience
Also,
and consistency.
synthetic
One
vitamin
final,
A from
important
taking
note
too
before we
much
wrap up.
fish oil can
Important.
slow bone
loss
remodeling.
typically
Soy
develops gradually,
protein
often over
isolating
many years.
ingredients commonly
In the same
found
way,
in protein
rebuilding
and
and
cereal
strengthening bone
bars
density
can
is also a
interfere
gradual
with
process.
hormone
It doesn't
balance
happen
in some
overnight,
people.
and it shouldn't be
Smoking
expected to.
and vaping
Patience
depletes
truly is a
vitamin
virtue
C,
here.
which can
Health,
raise
especially bone
inflammation.
health,
A
is a
high
marathon rather than a
carbohydrate
sprint.
diet in
The
general
nutrients and
can
lifestyle
cause
habits we've
insulin
covered today work best
resistance,
as
weight
part of a
gain,
consistent,
bone loss,
long-term
and
approach,
many other
not a quick
problems.
fix.
And a
If this
lifestyle
video
where
gave
you
you a
don't
clearer
walk
understanding
or
of how to
move
support
much
your bone health
doesn't
as you
get
age,
your bones
that's
the
exactly what we're here
exercise that
for at
they
Senior
require.
Nutrition Secrets.
Please do
We
note,
focus
it
on
takes
practical,
many
evidence-based
years for
information
bone
for
loss
adults over
and
50 who want to stay strong,
osteoporosis to develop.
mobile,
And
independent for
likewise,
as many
it can
years as
take a
possible.
long time
If
to
you found this helpful,
remineralize
please
and
consider
strengthen the
subscribing so you don't
bones.
miss future
Patience
videos.
is a
And share
virtue,
this with someone
and
in your life
health
who
is a
could benefit from
marathon,
this
not a
information. Take care of yourself. And remember, every small, consistent step you take today is an investment in how strong and capable you'll feel for years to come. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.